Yo, what's good, everybody? Today we're gonna be talking about UFC Fight Night, Strickland versus Anthony Hernandez. Um, I'm feeling good, man. I got the GOAT on my shirt. Hold up, I got y'all. Messy, 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 messy. Yeah. My girlfriend got me this shirt. So yeah, this means that we're gonna get every pick right again. As always. I don't I don't know why we're surprised, but I have been going back and forth on this main event. It's it's killing me pretty bad. Um, there's a lot of factors that I think could make either person win, but we'll talk about that whenever we get to it. We're only gonna do the main card. There is 6 fights on the main card, and starting off, we have Zach Reese versus Michelle Pereira. Um, Michelle Pereira is a weird fighter, very unorthodox. He has no gas tank. He is just a weird fighter. He's got a big name in the division because of how weird he is. And the fights he's had, he's literally tried to backflip onto somebody. And there was one fight where he was running on the cage like he's Spider-Man. So because of that, I'm going with Zach Reese. I do not think Michelle Pereira is good. He fights like an elderly woman. Um, he's only 32, I'm pretty sure, and he fights like he's on like a deathbed. It's terrible. And he gasses out after the first round. If you survive the first round against Michelle Pereira, you're gonna win. Because his gas tank is literally awful. And yeah, Zach Reese, you don't. He's 10-2. He's got some good wins. He's coming off a good win. He has momentum. He has the reach advantage, the leg reach advantage, the height advantage. Yeah. I just feel like he's gonna be able to shut him down because Michelle Pereira is just weird. If you just jab for the whole first round and then fuck him up the next 2 rounds, you're gonna win against Michelle Pereira. But yeah, so I got Zach Reese winning. I'm pretty sure he's the underdog too, so that's free money in my book. Yeah. Next we have 2 undefeated fighters. We got Jacoby Smith and Josiah Harrell. I'm pretty sure this is Josiah Harrell's first fight in the UFC. I saw that he has like 4 knockout wins, 3 submission wins, and like 3 first round knockouts or something like that. So he's not like terrible, but he could be getting these wins against like terrible people. So maybe he could. It doesn't really correlate. Jacoby Smith, I think this is like his 3rd fight in the UFC. He won. I'm pretty sure his last win is against Nico Price. We can fact check it right now. Yeah, Nico Price and Parkinson's. He won against Parkinson's. Yeah. Um, Jacoby Smith, he's kind of good everywhere. I'm pretty sure, if I'm thinking correctly, I'm pretty sure he's good at smothering you with wrestling. Um, I think he's the type of fighter that'll smother you with wrestling and ground and pound you. I could be thinking about somebody else. Maybe Mansour Abdul Malik. I don't know. I get these 2 people mixed up. I don't know why, but I think they fight similar ways. But yeah, I've got Jacoby Smith winning, just because Josiah Harrell is untested in the UFC. Maybe his 11-0 record is holding him up to this, like to a high standard, which is why they're putting him up against Jacoby Smith. Or this could just be them giving Jacoby Smith a free win, because it's going to look better if he gets an undefeated, like he takes somebody else's 0 in their record. So, I don't know. I haven't seen anything of Josiah Harrell. I don't know how he fights. Assuming he's a wrestler too, but yeah, his Jacoby Smith's takedown defense is literally 100%. And his takedown accuracy is literally 90%. And he averages 7.42 takedowns per fight. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Jacoby Smith, and I'm pretty sure he's the favorite by barely, like he's like 200 something favorite. But yeah, next we got Sergey Spivak versus Ante Delija. Oh, both these guys coming off losses. Ante Delija, um, he lost against the GOAT, Waldo Cortez Acosta. Yeah, Ante Delija, he trains with Tom Aspinall. In his last fight, he eye poked Waldo Cortez Acosta. Waldo Cortez Acosta was able to come back, and I'd say 10 seconds later, he knocked Ante Delija out. So, not good looks, but he didn't seem too bad in that fight. From what I remember, he was boxing pretty good. He was pressuring pretty good. But yeah, Sergey Spivak, he's kind of just a gatekeeper. All the people who beat Sergey Spivak are like really high level guys. We could see his record. Yeah, he lost to Waldo Cortez Acosta, lost to Jelton Almeida. He won against Marcin Tybura. Yeah, lost to Gon, beat Derek Lewis. That's not aging pretty well. And yeah, he's losing against top ranked guys, and then losing against. Wait, no, he's losing against top ranked guys and winning against low ranked guys. So yeah, this is a big test for Ante Delija to see if he's able to get, up there. And I think he will. I think Ante Delija will be able to pull off, a unanimous decision win against Sergey Spivak. Even though Sergey Spivak is like a gatekeeper, I don't think he's that good. I don't know much about Sergey Spivak. He's kind of like just a guy I try to avoid. I don't know why. I just don't like the way he's looking at me right now. But yeah, he's very well rounded. But he is mainly a grappler. And yeah, Ante Delija, I think this is his second fight in the UFC. Third. Yeah, because he beat Marcin Tybura. And so did yeah, I don't think the loss to Waldo Cortez Acosta should like affect him much. He's gonna bounce back. Tom Aspinall is his teammate and he's the champion. So I'm thinking hopefully he's gonna be able to hold some of Tom Aspinall's aura and, put in within himself and, beat Sergey Spivak and, his name in the division again. Because he was really hyped up in the Waldo Cortez Acosta fight, and then Waldo Cortez Acosta is literally arguably next in line for the title shot. So yeah, just hopefully he can get a dub. I'm sure he will. But yeah. Okay, we got Dan Ige, and I can never say this guy's name, so I'm just say Costa. Costa is on a really good run right now. He is beating a bunch of people. He in good fashion. Charrier, Arosa, Rodriguez. Yeah, I remember him beating Andre Philly. And then lost to Steve Garcia, who is ranked number 13 or something like that. I know he's in the top 15, but now he's going up against Dan Ige. So Dan Ige is coming off a loss to Pitbull, and Dan Ige I think Dan Ige is getting overrated now because Dan Ige had that fight against Diego Lopez where he took it on like 2 hours notice or something like that, and he had a really close fight with Diego Lopez, and I think that made a lot of people get on his side, including me. I was on this man's side, and I was like, surprisingly, I might get flamed for it, but I never heard of Dan Ige before that fight. But I mean, that's whenever I just started getting into the UFC. But yeah, like he's having all these boring fights. Dan Ige is, and yeah, he lost to Pitbull. He won against Sean Woodson, which was kind of questionable. It was very questionable. He lost to Lerone Murphy, no shame in that. Lost to Diego Lopez. I don't. I he's losing to these good guys and then winning against bad guys. Like, well, not bad guys. Like he beat Andre Philly, which is a good win. He beat Sean Woodson, which is a good win. Jackson, Landwehr. He lost to Mitchell. He lost to Evloev. All these guys that he's losing to are literally top 10 guys. Evloev is literally number 1. Diego Lopez just fought for the belt. Murphy is ranked number 3 or something like that. Pitbull is pretty shit, but yeah. This is one of the fights where I'm like kind of 50-50 because I don't know, Dan Ige didn't impress me in his last performance. I picked Dan Ige to win against Pitbull, and he kind of sold me. And Costa is just on a really good run. He has good jiu-jitsu, good everywhere the fight goes. And Dan Ige is too, so it's literally, it could be 50-50. Gosh, dude, I don't want to pick Dan Ige again after that Pitbull loss because that wasn't good. His Pitbull loss, like, I remember watching it and I was like, what is Dan Ige doing? He wasn't doing anything that he was doing with John Woodson, with Diego Lopez, with all these other guys. I'm gonna pick Costa because of the momentum. He has the height advantage, which I mean obviously doesn't mean shit because Dan Ige beat Sean Woodson, who's like really tall for some reason. But no, I just got a feeling that Costa is gonna be able to win. Yeah. I think Dan Ige is getting old. He's what, like 35, something like that. Not too old, but I don't know. I just have a feeling that Costa's gonna win, but I wouldn't count 50K Ige out. Even though I am, but yeah, no, I just can't forgive myself if I pick Danny Ige and he sells me again. I'll be terribly pissed off. Now we got Jeff Neal and Uros Medic. Jeff Neal just is coming off a KO loss against what's this brother's name? Carlos Prates. He got spinning elbowed, and yeah, Jeff Neal is also a clear example of a gatekeeper. He is losing to these great guys. He's losing to these great guys and winning against also good guys, but less better guys. He beat Vicente Luque. He beat RDA. He beat Ponzinibbio, which is a good win. Yeah, and he's losing against Ian Gary, Carlos Prates, Rachmanov, Magny, Thompson, Stephen Thompson. But these are also really old wins. Yeah, he only had one fight last year, and he wasn't impressing me in that fight. And then we have Uros Medic, who he's got a 3-inch reach advantage, 2. 2-inch reach advantage, and or not reach advantage, height advantage, and his record. I was looking at it and I'm like, I don't know. He beat Muslim Salikov, who's a good win. I've never heard of Urbana. I have heard of Soriano. Um, I'm like stumped between it. I feel like Uros Medic, he's younger. He's got like, what's it called? Like he's coming off 2 wins. And then Geoff Neal, he's inconsistent. He's not fighting a lot during the year. I don't know. I probably should have put more thought into this. Because I'm gonna go Geoff Neal. I'm hoping that this guy is gonna be able to bounce back, because I don't believe Uros Medic is like a top ranked guy. But Geoff Neal, he's well rounded. I just I'm scared of him being too much, like too old. Like he's taking too much time off, and now he's like losing his shit and like losing his skill, and it's just kind of scary, because he has potential to beat Uros Medic, but Uros Medic also has potential to beat Geoff Neal because he's old and shit. Yeah, I might sell on that one, but I'm gonna go Geoff Neal. It's not a confident pick. It's just me praying. I know he has really good power and shit like that. I don't know much about Uros Medic. I haven't rewatched any of his fights. But yeah, I'm gonna just stop stressing myself out with that fight. Now we're gonna get to the main event: Sean Strickland versus Anthony Hernandez. Now this is what has really been stressing me out all week. Oh, my cousin is calling me. But yeah, Sean Strickland versus Anthony Hernandez. What I am thinking about, or what's making me so 50-50 about this fight, is that Sean Strickland, even though he has those 2 losses against DDP, he's a pretty boring fighter. Like he's not got a lot of knockouts. He's just jabbing and teeping the whole time, doing this the whole time. Like he keeps his guard like this. He always does this literally the whole time, and then jabs and then teep kicks. That's all he does. But it works. He has good takedown defense. Whenever DDP would take him down, he wouldn't be there for that long. He has his jabs and teeps, even though that's all he does, it's effective. His jab is really effective. He has good defense. This shit is really good the way that he does it, even though it looks like he lost a brain cell. But Anthony Hernandez, Sean Strickland also has like good heart and good cardio. He's able to go 5 rounds. We saw that he literally broke his nose the last fight against DDP, and literally was just like pop that shit back in like it was nothing. And I did think that Sean Strickland won the first DDP fight. I did think that. But Anthony Hernandez, this guy is, he's young. He has really, really good cardio. He is coming off a win against Roman Dolidze, which everybody knows I hate Roman Dolidze, but this is a very, very, very big step up for Anthony Hernandez. So Anthony Hernandez is a good wrestler. He's good with ground and pound. He's good at sweeping you. He's good in the clinch. He's good with striking as well. Um, and yeah, so what has made me so like undecisive about this is Sean Strickland's takedown defense and his defense on like with the boxing, his boxing defense. Because if Anthony Hernandez can do what DDP does and, just mix up everything, do everything in the book, like, then he's obviously going to win. But Sean Strickland is good at preventing that. He has good heart. And like I said, and he's still good. He beat Adesanya after the Alex Pereira knockout. And nobody expected that. He is still good. He had a split decision win against Paulo Costa, which it shouldn't have been a split decision. It was one of the judges lost a chromosome during that. He was drinking something before the fight. He had a good bit of something, some type of alcohol. But no, the Paulo Costa fight was really, really boring. That's when people were literally just making fun of Sean Strickland for just jabbing and teeping the whole time. And then he got a title shot because of that. Whenever it should have been Hamzat that got the title shot. But yeah, I'm gonna pick Anthony Hernandez. I am going to pick Anthony Hernandez. He is the favorite. He's like 200 favorite. And yes, I think I'm just praying that this guy is going to be able to mix up the boxing with his kicks, his leg kicks, his takedowns. This guy is really good at wrestling. And yeah, the only thing that scares me is the jump from Roman Dolidze to Sean Strickland. I hope he doesn't think he's going to be able to ragdoll Sean Strickland like the same way that he did with Dolidze, because Roman Dolidze is a completely different fighter than Sean Strickland, which is what scares me. But I'm praying this guy comes in with a good game plan, and I think he will, which is why I'm gonna pick Anthony Hernandez. And also, I don't like Sean Strickland as a person. He is so he just there could be a little bit of bias because this guy just says the most controversial shit just to stay relevant, because everybody forgets about him after his fights. Like, I bet none of you can tell me Sean Strickland's last win before the Adesanya fight. Nobody knows. This guy can't stay relevant, so he has to say some bullshit, fuck with Nina drama and shit like that. Like, just, I don't know. I want Anthony Hernandez to win, but I won't be surprised if Sean Strickland wins. So I'm picking Anthony Hernandez. I've got some confidence, more confidence than definitely Geoff Neal and Uros Medic. But yeah. So my picks are Anthony Hernandez, Geoff Neal, Costa, Ante Delija, Jacoby Smith, and Zach Reese. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah. Gosh. My confidence is lowering with this card. I don't know. A lot of these fights are like kind of 50-50. Danny Gay, Costa. I'm confident with Zach Reese and Jacoby Smith. Yeah, like these three fights are just kind of 50-50. And maybe Sergey Spivak and Ante Delija just because, I don't know. But yeah. Gosh. Well, yeah, guys, that was my predictions of UFC Strickland versus Hernandez. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you agree or disagree with my picks. I'm sure a lot of people are going to disagree because, we're going to see a lot of Sean Strickland Glazers and Dan Ige Glazers. But yeah, so I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you.